Good afternoon. My name is Elliot Cyrus, and I'm going over a process that's very important for anyone who has a wireless internet connection. Encrypting a wireless router. These are the things that you will need: wireless router, computer, internet connection, and web browser. Now, wireless router goes off an IP address. Your IP address is very important, and I will be going through that, the reasons it's important, in a minute. Now, there are a few steps of encrypting a router. First, you have to lock down the router's broadcast. You open the browser. That's number one. Number two, you would type in the router's IP address. You check your manual. It's inside of your manual. Everything you need to know is inside your manual. Next, you will access the web administration page. Your encryption will be done here. This is where you lock in your encryption and generate a key, and I'll show you the rest of the steps in a second. You open the router configuration page. You open the wireless section. You open wireless security. This is where you would then go to security mode, and this offers options. WPA is the most common and most generally used. This is where you can use a preset key or generate your own key. You would then choose your wireless encryption level, 64 or 128 bits. The higher the bits, the more encryption, the safer your connection will be. Then you would enter your preferred key. Pick a key that you will remember but is not simple for anyone else to guess. Something that you remember but still difficult at the same time, if that makes sense. The generate button will then generate your key. You then save your changes. Test your encryption. Try to get onto your connection. If it allows you to connect without a password or the key that you just set up, you have not done this successfully. Now, encryption is very important. Your IP address is like your home address. You don't want to give access to everyone to your home address. The same way for your IP address. There's a lot of drawbacks to this. Now, although encryption is important, it is not done by default, and you will have to do it yourself or have someone do it for you. Now, as I said, your IP address is similar to your home address. Treat it as your home address. It represents you. Excuse me. So if you allow someone to get on your system and do things that are illegal, such as downloading music, movies, anything that's illegal and breaking copyrights, you can be charged for that crime because it's done off of your IP address. So take really close precautions and all the proper steps to secure your connection. Your IP address represents you, as I just said. So understand that everything is done on your IP address will lead back to you. You don't want any issues. Now, you pay for an internet service. Everyone that pays for an online service, they know sometimes, hey, it's not necessarily an arm and a leg, and it could be. But either way, if you pay for it, you don't want to let somebody else that's not paying for it reap the benefits of having an online service because they're not paying for it. Same thing is for stealing cable. Some people steal cable. So if I'm paying for it, I don't want to let you or anyone else get it for free because I'm paying for it. So it's mine. And that's my last point on this particular part. Yes. I want to make sure I don't leave nothing out. Now, basically, to sum everything up, your IP address is a very, very important thing protected. For legal reasons, safety reasons, personal reasons. You don't want someone to have access to your network, period. Except for those you allow to. Now, this is important because I actually had some situations where I wasn't fully aware about encryption or the dangers of encryption. And I actually got a situation where some people had downloaded some movies on my IP address. I got a letter from Paramount Pictures and the cable company saying that if I did not cease and desist, legal ramifications would be taken. And I don't want no problems with the law, and I'm sure you don't either. So take my advice. That's an example that I lived, and I don't do it again. So everything that I have now that has my name on it, IP address on it, I make sure that it's safe, encrypted, and that's the bottom line. I suggest you do the same. So hopefully my presentation will help you go through the steps. It's not that difficult. It's not totally simple, but it's definitely straightforward. Once you get the process, it's only a few steps. Play this presentation back, and I'm sure that you will see everything you need, reasons, and steps to make sure your encryption is safe. Thank you. My name is Elliot Cyrus, and this was how to encrypt a wireless connection.